Hey y'all. Alright, I want to go over my Venturi Nomad 2 pump. I had a problem with mine. I had to fail. Light string hanging on me. But either way, I have called Pyramid Air. I'm sure they're going to take care of it. I do look into the forums all the time. Look into Gateway to Air Guns. Love that one. You know, I've been reading in there for a little while. I don't post a whole lot, but also Air Gun Nation. You know, usually I post my YouTube videos in Air Gun Nation. But either way, I had gotten the Nomad 2 for Christmas, and I haven't went over it yet. And the reason I haven't went over it yet is because I have an issue with mine. Mine has a leak. It won't work. The pressure release valve has a leak on it. You can't tighten it down enough, and if you put pressure on it, you know, it'll fill up. But either way, not much I can do about that. As far as I know, I'm waiting for Pyramid Air for one more call, and more than likely they're going to have it sent back. And anyway, let me back up. What I was talking about with the forums and stuff like that, I've read the forums. I've looked here on YouTube as well, and I haven't seen really a whole lot of negative information on this. Other, you know, there's of course you're always going to find some, and I look for those, and I look for those for a reason. And what I did find the negative, there was people saying that they break down after their warranty runs out, or there were a few or whatever. Now, as far as the majority, I really don't know. As far as my issue, I've never heard of my issue, anybody else having my issue. So we'll just have to find out how this is going to work. I'll show you the pump real quick. First of all, the box that comes in, this sucker is fantastic. It really is. Very big, heavy-duty box. You know, and this is the strap that actually went around the box. But this is for your hose, as you can see, and the extra stuff that come in there that goes on top of the pump. And then this extra styrofoam goes on top of it. And then a really, really nice case here. I really like the case. I've already put all the stuff in my bag, but it's got side straps. You know, you can hook a strap to it and carry it, which it does have the strap, I do believe. Yeah, I think it's down the bottom of it. I just carry it by the handles. It's got a little Velcro handle strap here. About 20 pounds, something like that. So anyway, it unzips with this. And more styrofoam. So this thing is packed really, really nice. Got to give it to them. Packed fantastic. Also, you have your test card. 12 volt test, load 26 amps, fill rate at 28. You're supposed to put oil in this thing. Mine wasn't running that, and still isn't. I did put oil in it after it slowed down. Anyway, fill rate 16. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Tested by whoever initials, quality control pass, date 2019 6/24. June is when this one was tested. So anyway, in that time period, something's went wrong. I don't know if I can pull this out. I'm gonna try. But I am gonna start it up and show you how it runs and all this and that, and exactly. Well, the problem is, this is your pressure release valve. Air is leaking out of this thing. I can tighten it down as tight as I can turn it. It still leaks. I can put pressure on it and kind of hold pressure, and it slows the leak down some. So there's a problem in that valve. And like I said, this is the only time I've heard of it. So either way, this case is also padded. It's supposed to be waterproof. Really nice case. Give it to them on the case too. The book for it I have here in this little front cover, which I've got to repack all this stuff. More than likely I'm going to have to ship it back, because this is not a easy fix issue. I hate to. It's going to cost $30 or something. At first I was worried because I seen it was like $100 and some, and that turned out to be wrong, and it's like $32 or something. But still, that's an extra $32 on top of $700. But here's the book, your instruction manual for the Nomad 2 45,000 or 4,500 psi portable air compressor. How it goes through, all the parts included, which all my parts are included. Everything's fine. I do have my parts in here. I've got to take them out and repack them where they go, but I am going to need this. Now this is mine. I did buy this because it does not come with your silicone oil. You are supposed to put silicone oil in, I'll show you. There's a hole right here, and it says right here every 2 to 3 drops of silicone oil every 5 fills. Well, I really haven't been able to get the 5 fills. I've tried it 5 times, to be honest. And you put a few drops in there. Your load amp, it'll show you. It says right here less than 30 on it, but it says the manual says when it hits 28, if your load amp goes up to 28, it needs oil. So either way, I am going to take my hose out here. I've got to take all this stuff and probably repack it anyway. This is your filter that goes in right here. First I was thinking that maybe I had a leak or something like that within the hose, and they said there had been some units that they've had the fittings that wasn't working really well. So either way, mine, that was not an issue. And the cord, and like I said, depends on where you're at. Now this is something interesting. Now this is the fill probe for my gun. Now I did change these rings to make sure they weren't leaking, and it come with this pump. But I have another one that I bought for this pump right here, an old Chinese pump that I've used for a couple of years, and I'm still using because this will not fill my gun up. But the Air Venturi, same company, same size supposedly, it does not fit on this hose. Too small. Makes no sense. Either way, not designed. The fitting doesn't fit real well. Extra parts for everything. These are your filters that go inside right here. I forgot the recommended time to change these. These are extra feet. These rubber pieces right here are feet to help elevate it, because it's got LED lights on it that glow, which, you know, I don't really see a purpose for, but at least I haven't seen a purpose for it yet. But the extra strap is down in here. Here is for your battery hookup. They do give you a bottle, but not the oil. You're going to have to buy the oil yourself. And here is the strap for the over-shoulder strap. I don't want to get it messed up because I've got to repack all this stuff. But either way, what I'm going to do is show it up. What's happening is, right here, I'm on 0. I've got it set for 3,000 psi, 200 bar. That's what my guns, you know, where to. I don't mind them being a little bit lower. I did end up getting 3/4 full on my flash pup, and that was by holding this turn and pushing in on it, and it caught pressure. And I'm going to show you what it does. I'm going to leave this plug on this thing and plug it in, turn it on, and watch it. It'll come up, and when it hits pressure, it'll stay at a certain point. And then, because of the vibration, I think it works itself loose or something, it'll completely just start dropping off. I did get my flash pup up to about 175 bar, about 3/4 of the way, and it started dropping off, so I hurried up and shut it off and got it bled off so I could keep that amount of pressure in it. That's the highest I've ever been able to get it. Before I think I got it to half one time. And it turns out it's this valve right here. Like I said, as far as I can tell, this is a one-off. Forums and stuff, GTA, Gateway to Air Guns, Airgun Nation. I haven't seen anything in it. I haven't seen anything here on YouTube. You know, I'll do search for blogs and whatever else. I haven't seen a whole lot. So again, I think I just got one that's went bad or something in storage or whatever's happened. So I guess I'm going to have to probably send it back. I'm waiting on a call from Pyramid Air. This is the second call. The first time they told me to take this cover off, these 5 screws right here, and the top screws and 5, you know, your 5 screws on the side and the top, and you can take this whole cover off and inspect everything, which I was going to do, but there's no point in doing that when right here is the problem. And I was wondering if maybe I could just, you know, I've asked around if maybe I could just mess with that little bolt right there, or that nut right there, and if it would change, you know, if I could tighten it, loosen it or something, you know, a simple fix to where I wouldn't have to send them back. As of right now, I haven't got an answer. If I have, I haven't been informed to check yet. The same with Pyramid Air. If that's the good thing, I do like Pyramid Air when it comes to that, because they will. I've gotten really good information from them to help with working on something. You know, what's within the warranty and stuff like that. And if something's out of warranty, if I need to work on it, hey, this is what you need to do, whatever. So it's pretty good. Well, it's been really good. It's been excellent. It's good to talk to people who know what they're talking about. So either way, I'm going to show you how this runs real quick. Plug it in, your fan will come on, you hit your power reset. You got to make sure right here your release valve, pressure release, and down here you got another valve that's got to be tightened all the way. That bleeds off any excess moisture or anything like that along the way. And I just noticed something. Look, my window moves. My window, just now noticed it. That's just because I just touched it a little bit. So that little piece there is not glued in. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, not digging that really. That shouldn't be moving, I wouldn't think. I know it's probably just a plastic cover to color it red, but still I would think it should be tacked in onto something so it doesn't move. But mine, yeah, freely moves. Okay, yeah, because I just barely touched that when I went to flip it over. So anyway, yeah, I'll check on that and find out. Let me show you this thing, pump it up, or plug it in, turn it on, show you exactly what it's doing. I'm also doing kind of a video thing in case I need, and pictures and so forth, or especially video if Pyramid Air wants to look at it and they can see what's going on, and we can take it from there. Alright. Okay. Oh, I'm trying here. I'm down on the floor. I'm not going to try to block the light. So I'm going to connect over here. As you can hear, when you plug it in, it's plugged in, the fan comes on, which I'm not real digging that. I wish they would have had an off switch where you completely shut it off, but you can't. Check this, test it, give it a little tug, make sure it's on there. The same with this. You can hear the fans already running. What I'm going to do is set it for here, and we're going to try to run this pressure up. Close this all the way. Close the bottom already. I've already shown you that. The power reset. That starts your internal fans in here. Now, we're sitting right here. I'm trying to go up to here. Get the on-off power. See what happens. We're building pressure. No leakage in the hose. No air whatsoever. And here there's still air, but here's my load. See it stop. And watch. Tighten it down. A little more. Put a little more pressure on. There it goes. Oh, I'm pushing in on it. Now if I let off, let's see if it loses pressure. I might not do it this time. It'll lose the pressure. Watch this. I'll push on it. I'm putting my knuckle against it. Push. Let's see if the pressure goes up. Oh, it's not pushing right. We're dropping. Alright. Tighten it with my fingers. Won't do it. Alright, I'm shutting it off. I'll also, well, I did want to show you pretty little lights underneath it. Oh, why? I don't really, again, know. I gotta find it. So yeah, here's a pretty little LED light. Come on when you turn it on. So, anyway, hear the hissing? I can tighten it. But that's where you're hissing. I usually release that before I turn the power reset off. It doesn't really matter that much. I don't know if it does or not. One thing about this thing, never stop it and restart it without bleeding the pressure. You'll burn the circuit up in it. Go ahead and let that, just in case. Now, the internal fan, you can hear, is going to shut off once I unplug it over here. Oh! Ah, good gravy. And there it went. So, that's how my Nomad's working. You've seen it for yourself. It's in the valve, definitely. So, hopefully they're gonna... Oh, send me another one. I hate to have to do that. So I guess I'm gonna probably have to get this thing replaced and go from there. Guess that's how it goes sometimes. I'll get the report. If I get another one, I'm not even sure. I may even change my mind and go and get something else. But either way, as for now, this is what I'm sticking with. Real excited about it. There, a lot of people use them. Said, seem to like them. Not a ton of bad reports. I don't really know. So. I don't know, I'm going to give it a shot. Alright, I appreciate y'all watching. Anybody that's had any issues or something, leave me some comments down below. That's kind of what the video is about, is just trying to look and see if there's anybody else having any issues. I'm big on reporting things that are good and that are not. I mean, I think that people should know. I think it's just a one-off situation, but if there's an issue or whatever, voice your opinion on it. Let me know. Yay or nay, is it a good pump? Is it not a good pump or whatever? This is my only experience with it, so I really don't know. But anyway, I appreciate you watching. Give me a like if you like the video. Subscribe. I really appreciate it. I'm out of here, and you guys have a great day.